Hello, fellow guitar enthusiasts. Have you ever felt that your rhythm lacks excitement and energy? Today, we're going to explore a technique that can transform ordinary rhythms into something truly extraordinary. Believe it or not, with this method, you can create awesome riffs using just one note. Now, to me, that's pretty impressive. Hi, I'm Brian Fish from musictheoryforguitar.com. And if you have a good grasp of basic subdivisions, you're ready to unlock the potential of this idea. Subtractive rhythm is a creative method that allows you to sculpt rhythmic patterns that truly stand out. This technique enables you to create parts that are so engaging that they become the driving force of your song, grabbing your audience's attention from the very first note. Subtractive rhythm encourages you to think creatively, providing a fresh perspective on writing catchy riffs. You create dynamic, engaging sounds by strategically removing some notes and highlighting others. So get ready to explore the possibilities of this exciting idea of subtractive rhythms. Step one in working with subtractive rhythm is just pick a subdivision to work with. It's easiest to start with just a single subdivision. Once you played with this idea enough, you can absolutely mix things up and use multiple subdivisions within a measure or two measures, however long your phrase is. But to get started, it's always best to start with just a single subdivision. So today, we're going to go ahead and start with some triplets. So let's go ahead and just play through a few measures of triplets to get that subdivision in our ear so that we can start subtracting some things from it and making a really cool rhythm. Now that we're thinking with that subdivision of triplets, let's go ahead and start subtracting some of these notes. Now, when you start doing this, it's best to start with a recognizable pattern. When you do that, it's easier for your brain to grasp what's going on, and it just becomes much more catchy for you and for your listener. Now, on your own, once you get used to doing this, you can try different things that aren't patterns that are as easily recognizable as what we're going to do today and just see how that works. But I've always found the easier it is to recognize the pattern, the catchier these riffs are. So for this one, what we're going to do is we're just going to take away every fourth note, okay? And when we do that, we end up with this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. All right? Very cool rhythm, and we're going to stick one measure, full measure of triplets before we go into this. Let's go ahead and play through this rhythm together. For this second example, let's go ahead and pick the subdivision we're going to work with. This time it's going to be 16th notes. And the end pattern, it's going to work best if we do this in a measure of 3/4. So let's go ahead and play through a few measures of all 16th notes in a measure of 3/4, just to get that sound internalized before we go messing with it. Let's go ahead and do that now. Again, on your own, you can do anything you want, but I want to stick with an easily recognizable pattern for these examples. So for this one, we're just going to go ahead and take away every third note. Okay, and when we do that, this is what we end up with, and it's going to sound like this. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a. All right, so let's go ahead and take this to the guitar. Before we look at the next rhythm pattern, if you like this video, hit that like button and remember to subscribe and click on the notification bell. Otherwise, YouTube will not let you know when I put out a new video. If you have any comments, feedback, or suggestions, please write them in the comments below. I enjoy reading what you have to say, and we'll make videos based on your suggestions. These types of ideas work with any subdivision. So for this one, let's go ahead and use eighth notes. So let's go ahead and play through a few measures of just eighth notes. We're back in 4/4 for this example, just to get that sound in our ears before we go and start subtracting some of the notes. Okay, and for this rhythm, I want to play just the beginning of every group of 3 notes, okay? So for this pattern to come around and start back on 1 again, we're actually have to do this across 3 measures for things to work out, okay? And this is what the rhythm looks like. So let's go ahead and clap and count this, and we'll take it to the guitar, and when we take it to the guitar, there'll be 1 full measure of eighth notes before we go into this pattern. But here's what this sounds like. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Today, we used only 1 note for every riff that we played in the examples. You're welcome to add as many notes as you want to see how it changes the sound of these rhythms that we created. Take some time and experiment with the idea of subtractive rhythm. Create your own patterns and incorporate them into your music. Remember, even the simplest ideas can become extraordinary with the right approach. And if you want to learn the best way to practice any rhythm, I recommend you check out my free guide, 6 easy steps to learn and play any rhythm with perfect timing. In this video, I guide you through each step in the process and show you how you should be practicing rhythm to make the most progress. Click on the link below this video to get your free video today.